Alright, so in less than 12 hours time, we are going to be getting the KENPACHI lineage return, and this case, it's actually a pretty good banner that I know a lot of people are going to be summoning on. So with that said, let's break it down as always, starting off with the availability. Now what you will see here is that the banner is available from tomorrow morning on the 18th at 7 AM, and it's going to last until the 26th. Unfortunately, it does appear that this banner will be leaving right before end of month's announced, as end of month will literally be getting announced 24 hours after. So if you do summon on this, keep in mind you won't know what end of month is going to be. And as of right now, we still don't know what Caleb are doing. Yes, we have the 1000-year Blood War anime running, and they could give us a 1000-year Blood War banner at the end of the year, and they could give us a 1000-year Blood War banner at the end of the month, but at the same time, end of year is pretty much guaranteed to be 1000-year Blood Wars. So they want to keep up the trend. End of month, by all means, could be another premium banner, or a seasonal. Again, it's hard to tell right now. Now, the reason why this banner is actually good, in my opinion, is that not only does it feature, of course, the triple KENPACHI, right? KENPACHI Zaraki, KENPACHI Aaroniero, and also KENPACHI Kurashiki, it also does feature round 1 of the Untold Stories. And that obviously includes Jushiro, Shunsui Yamamoto, and then alongside that, when it comes to the Calm for Your characters, you have one of the more exciting ones. Haribo is still good in this day, Yami not so much, but you also have Tokinada. I don't know how many comments I've seen in the last month or so, just people asking, when is Tokinada returning? He's back tomorrow, and he's back alongside 6 other pretty good characters. So when I saw this filler pool, I just know that, you know, people are going to summon. It only makes sense. You have 6 great characters and also Tokinada. How could you not summon? And since we are here, let's quickly talk about the characters. So first we have KENPACHI Zaraki, a power Soripa with the Soripa kill ability, and he is all about doing just a lot of damage. And that's due to the fact that he does come with Frenzy Plus 2, 30% more melee damage in co-op quests, and when you are at full stamina, you have 40% more strong attack damage. So if you are able to stay at full stam, this means this KENPACHI is going to be hitting very hard, and his kit, the strong attacks that he does have, actually play very well into each other. I really do like this character's gameplay. He does have Marauder, so he can go through resistances, and he also does have Elm Reversal, so unless you're playing IT, if you do get inflicted by stat element, you can actually get back up to full stamina to take full advantage of that 40% strong attack damage that you do get when at full stamina. This KENPACHI is absolutely insane, and the only technically bad thing about him is that he is a power Soripa killer, because we received many of those in the past, but at the same time, he is the best one that we have right now, so he does stand at the top in that aspect. Next character is KENPACHI Aaroniero, a character that comes with 2 killers, that being Hollow and also Aranka, has a good damage output thanks to the fact that he does have Berserker plus 40%, Frenzy plus 1, Guard Break, and also when you do inflict a stat as a minute, you get an 80% boost to your Spiritual Pressure stat. Alongside that damage output, he also has some really good survivability thanks to the fact that every single attack he does have can inflict Drain. He's immune to every stat as a minute, and he also has a 50% chance to dodge Aranka enemies and also Hollow enemies, the 2 types of enemies he has killer against. His SA2 and 3 are great, his SA1 does leave a bit to be desired, and while he might not be the highest damage dealer, in combination with his survivability, he's actually a very solid speed character. And given the fact that he was given 2 killers, you're more likely to use this character than most other characters in the game, since his usability has been increased due to that. And then lastly, we have KENPACHI Kurashiki, the Brave Battle character. Kurashiki is still to this day one of the better Brave Battle characters in the game, thanks to the fact that he is a Soripa captain with the Captain Kill ability. His soul trait includes 20% damage taken, so if for some reason you don't want to use this character, you can always use him as a link, and he's a very good link at that. He comes with a very high damage output when it comes to Brave Battle characters, thanks to his Flurry plus 2, 20% no attack damage increase, which he does give to the entire team if you are a Technique Soripa, and under 50% stamina, he takes 50% less damage, and also gets another additional 30% no attack damage. So damage output, he is able to do a lot of damage and can easily go up against any captain in the game right now. Alongside that, he also goes for invincibility, and also prevents Last Ditch, so he's a very meta and viable Brave Battle character. As of right now, the only power character you're really going to come across is actually the power version of Chad, and Chad can do some respectable damage and actually beat this Kurashiki, so if you are potentially looking for someone to complete your Brave Battle team, this is the character you definitely will get your hands on. And then after that, looking at the other fillers, for starters we have Jushiro, still one of the best NAD characters in the entire game, and that's due to how easy he can auto hard content like Inheritance Shards when he doesn't even have killer. But for those wondering, he is a speed Soripa captain with the Hollow kill ability, is immune to freeze, and has a very high damage output thanks to his Flurry plus 1, 60% bruiser, Guard Break, Poise, Enhancer, as his SA2 does have a boost effect. Alongside that, you're also buffing captains. Alongside that, you're also buffing speed captains, normal attack damage by 20%, and he also does have multi-barrier. On top of the fact that he has drain on basically every single move but that SA2, it allows him to do a lot of damage, constantly heal himself, stay protected thanks to his barrier move, and also just boost the team. When it comes to no-attack damage characters, this is one of the better ones. Next up, we have the Untold Stories version of Shunsui, a Mind Soripa killer, with a 40% recharge soul trait, making him a very good soul trait, constantly inflicting weakening thanks to his Innovator every 5 seconds. Does have a decent damage output thanks to his Frenzy plus 1, 40% Berserker, and also Guard Break, but the main thing about this character is that he is a Link Shot character for the Mind attribute, increasing the amount of Heart Link Shot potions you get by +5. So if you are a Shunsui fan that wants wants to farm epic raids, for example, and get a lot of potions, Shinsui's a character for you. Next up, we have another Brave Battle character, in this case, Genrisai, a Sorpa captain with the Stern Ritter kill ability. Now, as of right now, there isn't that many Stern Ritters out there in Brave Battles, so this is kind of like a relevant killer, but as we do go into 2023, maybe even 2024, as we get more Brave Battle characters, the Stern Ritters, that's going to be even more relevant. So I'd say for the most part, it's future-proofing him. Now, Yama is great for the main reason because he is immune to Drain, Weakening, does have Flurry +1 with a 20% bruiser, so on the lower end compared to some of these newer Brave Battle characters. But what he does come with is Prevent Brave Battle Healing, has temporary invincibility for the first 10 seconds, and also goes through invincibility as he does ignore it. So for the most part, this character was designed to counter someone like Jugrim and Tsukishima, the previous invincible characters, and he does have his play in the meta because of that. But when it comes to going against some of the newer characters, such as KENPACHI Kurashiki, KENPACHI Zaraki, and also Yuha, then he is lacking a tad bit, but he's still great and someone that you can definitely use in Brave Battles. Halibo is next, a Technica Ranka Espada with the Ranka kill ability, has a good damage output for the time that she released in, that being Frenzy +1 with a 40% Berserker, has some good strong attacks too, and does have a boost / shield SA2, so it's not bad, but she is definitely starting to show her age, not having any stats limits, and the damage output not really being comparable to some of the newer characters, but she is still good and someone that I personally use every month, at least in a certain Senkamun stage. Tokinada, one of the coolest characters in the entire game, and still to this day, holds up, in my opinion. He was by far one of the most impactful characters when it comes to non-attack damage meta, and that's due to the fact that he was the first character to introduce the Guard Break skill. As we all are aware, Guard Break is amazing with NAD characters, and this character was the first one to introduce it. Having that alongside Flurry +1 with a 45% bruiser, an SA2 that can boost your attack, focus, and defense by 33%, and also having a Transform in Soul Bomb, which not only resets your strong attacks, but changes the visual of this character, where he copies characters' moves, and also increases the damage that he does do. Tokinada, still a very powerful and very fun character even to this day. He is lacking on a few things compared to some of our newer NADS characters, but still, again, the NADS character meta hasn't gotten that far where this character really can't be used. He can be, and he's a very powerful character at that. And then lastly, we have Yami, who is basically the first normal attack damage character with Flurry that came with a PvE killer, that being Hollow. Unfortunately, he came out too early, but he didn't really pick up Guard Break, doesn't really have that high of a damage output, only has Flurry +1 and a 20% bruiser, doesn't really have anything going for him for the most part. You could basically use this character in Guild Quest, and that's basically about it. However, I guess for those that care about Brave Battles, he is actually a very good link for Heart characters, as he does offer damage taken -10% and also an additional 90 attack. As always, the step-up formula is going to have a discount at 150 orbs for step 1, 6, 11, 16, and 21, and then be discounted at 200 orbs at step 2, 7, 12, 17, and 22. You're a 4.5% chance to get a featured character, and every 5th step you're guaranteed a featured character. And considering that basically 7 of the characters are really good even to this day, debatable 8 with Halibo, it's not a bad banner. I'm going to be skipping it as I don't need the summon on this banner. I have most of these characters max transcended, but honestly, I don't blame you. I would like to say save for end of month because there might be 1,000-year Blood War, but at the same time, if these are your favorite characters and you want these characters, then by all means go ahead. The banner itself isn't bad. Sure, it might be a bait, and remember, there's no guarantees. You're never guaranteed to get what you want, but this banner definitely does have some value there, with most of the characters in this just being really good. I recommended most people skip the KENPACHI banner last time because it just wasn't that good. It didn't feature good fillers, but in this case, with round 1 of Untold Stories there, and also Tokinada, I think that's enough reason for most people to summon. On my ult account, I'm definitely going to be doing maybe 1 or 2 steps just to try and test my luck and get these characters. But for my main, I'm going to skip it, but that's fine because they're going to have most of these characters max transcended. With that said, though, hope you guys did enjoy the breakdown for the KENPACHI lineage banner. In the comments below, let me know if you are summoning. Good luck if you do. And I probably should have mentioned at the start of the video, I am currently ill. You can probably tell by my voice. I'm getting through it. I'm fine. It might slow down the content for a couple of days, but we'll try and force through it and upload daily for you lads, because now is a fun time to be playing BBS, as we are slowly getting closer to the end of year banner. And normally, that's when some really fun and exciting characters come out. Still waiting for the inevitable release of some Stern Ritters that was shown in the anime, and I can only hope that comes out within the next 2 or so months. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.